Welcome back to some more Wind Waker. It is time for the inevitable sea exploration part in a long roundabout way towards our next goal. Before we start sailing though, we have a little island just in the area to grab a chest from. Right after we get ambushed. And to get there we need to grappling hook this branch and climb up it. Yep, just out in the open, nice and easy to get. I said nice. Yeah. Once I'm done topping off my magic and my health, we now need to head back to the main island to get back to the boat. A better idea here would have been to wait for Beetle to come back around. Instead I try and catch up to him, which doesn't really work. Well, that was cutting it a bit close, wasn't it? Good lord. And of course we have some mail. Before anything else, we have a few maps to open up. These ones contain heart pieces, which we'll be grabbing as we go if we come across them. For now though, our goal is over there, but we have a lot of episodes before we get there. We finally get over there in episode 17, so we have a lot of exploring and caves and other stuff to do on the way. We've been heading south and we're going towards these platforms over here, just because there's a chest over there. And I don't believe we have seen these enemies yet. These are sea hats. Yep, all that for a chest with a useless seed in. Yeah. Time to head for the island, as there is a cave hiding on it. And because the fish is currently beyond the island, I skip it for now. And oh no, it's this horrible cave. We have absolute waves of mini blins, and I remember having to speed this up a lot because I spent way too long trying to fight the mini blins, trying to hit those crystals around with the boomerang. Luckily you don't need to hit them all at once, but hitting them does stop more mini blins from spawning from that path while you work on the rest. Unfortunately, it takes me a while to figure out that taking them out all at once is the key. So I end up taking them out one by one and end up with just a stream of mini bling coming at me with no pause. Yep, this took quite a while to do. Oh dear. Ah, hooray! The final crystal hit! Yay! And the submarine chart. Not that useful when you know where they are, and we're getting them all anyways. So that is not that useful. And because it takes me a little while to find the fish, we're just going to skip to it. Nothing else here. The boating course here is just for rupees. There is no other reward. Once again, I don't believe we've seen these enemies yet. These are Georgs, or Yorgs, assuming a silent G at the start. It's a weird name. This one bugs out and just swims in front of us for some reason, and we're soon joined by another one that does the same. We can see the glow by this next island. That is one of our treasure chart pieces, which means we have a piece of heart come in. Yay! It seems they don't like the fish though. And as soon as the fish leaves, the sharks are back, but boomerang! That's all of those dealt with. We're going to ignore those orbs because they're pretty much pointless, and we're going after the treasure. I believe our first sunken treasure. And now it is time to deal with the island, and because it is pretty basic, we just have to pull out a few blocks and climb it. I speed this up. And we have an enemy hiding up here. This is our first blue choo-choo. And it is electric, so you want to stun it with a boomerang first before you whack it, otherwise you might get a shock. And blue chew jelly, that is a one-time drop from each blue chew, of which there are 23 in the game, and you only need 15 to give to the potion guy on Windfall Island to unlock the blue potion. Which we never do. And another piece of heart, which thanks to the one we just fished up, gives us another whole heart container. Whee! And here we are at the next, not really an island, it is just a little enemy base that we won't be able to deal with until a bit later in the game. And I left that bit of fish information in on purpose. Before that though, we need to head south to the watchtower that we slightly passed. And this bit might take a while because things get quite a bit messy here. Yep, all of that for 50 rupees that are completely wasted. Yeah. And here I show the actual use of the telescope. We are looking for a bunch of seagulls. Like that. And with the seagull flock just ahead of us, it is time to face our first big octo. So with that easy fight out of the way with, and our magic now doubled, sweet, it is time to end the episode here and we'll continue sailing on next time. Goodbye!